So before getting started, guys, let's see the power calculation of a number. Suppose if you want to calculate 2 power 100, 2 power 15, 2 power 15. There's no need to calculate 2 into 2 into 2. So guys, let me show my calculator to you all. So here in the topmost corner of your calculator, there will be number of steps. If you enter any number, the number of steps might vary. In this corner, the number of steps might vary. So guys, please be here. Enter 2 first. I need to calculate 2 power 5. For that, enter 2 first. And then into symbol. Now, equals to repeatedly. If you keep on entering equals to symbol, the topmost corner number of steps may vary. Now it is at 8th step. So to calculate 2 power 15, enter equals to till you reach your 16th step. 16th step. So my 16th step is how much? Let me show you guys. So enter 2 into equals to till you get 16th step. Until you reach a 16th step, enter equals to symbol. This is what my answer is, which is 32,768. So what do I need to do to calculate 2 power 15 means enter 2 into equals to repeatedly till your number of steps may change to 16. Got it? Yeah. To get 2 power 15, you need to calculate up to 16 steps. This is what 32,768 is my 2 power 15. So guys, suppose if I ask you to calculate 2 power 10 only, enter 2 into repeatedly enter equals to till you get 11th step at the topmost corner. Yes, I got my 11th step and the answer is 1024. So that's what power calculation. Now let me tell you one more thing. Suppose if I wanted to calculate 2 power minus 10. Listen to me. First of all, calculate 2 power 10. Now just now I taught you how to calculate 2 power 10. Now to calculate 2 power minus 10, since you are having 2 power 10 already, 2 power minus 10 means inverse. Inverse calculation has just 2 steps, guys. Just enter divided by equals to. Let me repeat. Divided by equals to. I got 0.00097656. Got it? So to calculate 2 power, let me assume that. So I'm going to calculate 2 power minus 8. For that, first of all, you people need to calculate 2 power 8. Everybody please do calculate 2 power 8. 2 power 8 means still how many steps? 9 steps. So now 2 power 9 is there with you, no? Use divided by equals to. Divided by equals to. I got 0.003906. Got it? Yeah. That's how you need to calculate powers of a number. Now let me start off with my regular questions. So here, the next question that I have chosen is question number 53. Everybody, please be here. Compute the compound interest on 4,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Since the compounding is done half yearly, so n means 2 into t, means 2 into 1.5. What is 2 into 1.5? It's 3. So I means r by 200. R is 10, no? 10 by 200 means 0.05. Right? So now we have to calculate compound interest. What is the formula for compound interest? P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Guys, there's no need to write anything on the paper if you know the formula. Because I know that my principal is 4,000, no? There's nothing that is to be written on the paper. So I value is 0.05. So 1 plus I is 1.05. Whole power n means 3 minus 1. Guys, what I wish to tell you is, you know that I know. What is I? 0.05. If I ask you to tell me what is 1 plus I, just keep 1 in front and write it as 1.05. Got it? Suppose if I is 0.002, if I ask you to tell me what is 1 plus I, just say 1 in front and say that it is 1.002. If I say that I equals to 0.008 and I ask you to calculate 1 plus I, just keep 1 here. That's it. There's no need to use your calculator every time, right? So guys, what is 1 plus I? Tell me. 1.05. Whole power how much is needed? 3. So tell me what is 1.05 whole power 3? 1.05 whole power 3 means I need to use till my fourth step. Got it? Fourth step. So you're done with this, no? Now next go for minus 1. Next go for into 4000. What's your answer? 630.5. Guys, what I wish to tell you is you should not enter 4000 at the beginning. Whatever is there inside of bracket, whatever is the complex part, complete that complex part first and then perform the remaining calculation. Don't perform the any single value every time. Don't start off with a single value. Single value తో ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయొద్దు. ఏదైతే డిఫికల్ట్ ఉందో దాంతో స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. సో విచ్ వన్ ఇస్ డిఫికల్ట్? ఎంటరింగ్ 4000 is a simple task. No, 4000 ఊరికే అట్లా ఎంటర్ చేస్తే వచ్చేస్తుంది. You should not do that first. ఏదైతే డిఫికల్ట్ ఉందో, విచ్ వన్ ఈస్ టేకింగ్ మోర్ టైమ్, విచ్ వన్ ఈస్ మోర్ కాంప్లెక్స్ టు పర్ఫార్మ్, అది ఫస్ట్ పర్ఫార్మ్ చేయండి. ఏదైతే డిఫికల్ట్ ఉందో అది పర్ఫార్మ్ చేయండి అండ్ దెన్ గో అహెడ్ విత్ ద రిమైనింగ్. Okay, so now let me show you the next question of mine. So here the next question of mine is question number 54. Compute the compound interest on 2000 at 5% per annum compounded yearly for 2.5 years. Guys, 2.5 means how much? 5/2, no? Yeah. Just round it and write it as 5/2. Dini 5/2 and write number of years 5/2. Rate of interest 5%. I equal to 0.05. Now let me tell you, I have to calculate compound interest. What is the formula for compound interest? P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. What is your P value? Look at your question. P value is how much? 2000. Let me enter 2000. 2000 into 1 plus I means 1.05 whole power n. You said 5/2, no? Minus 1. Guys, nothing to worry even if the power is a decimal. I'll tell you why. Power, what is your numerator? Tell me the numerator. Power, how much is there in numerator? 5, no? Do that first. Ante calculate 1.05 power 5 first. It's very easy for you, no? Do it. What is 1.05 whole power 5? 1.27628. As long as I get 6th step, I need to stop. 6th step రాగానే ఆపేయాలి because I need to calculate power 5. Have you? What is your denominator? By 2, no? Nothing to worry. By 2 means it's a square root. Do power 5 and then apply square root. Have you? Square root. Now what else is left? The next part is how much? Minus 1. No, do that. Minus 1 into 2000. 259.4. 259.4. So they got 260.12. So nothing to worry, guys. So they might have changed the decimal value. Ekkada marchuntaru ante I'll tell you. So guys, what is 1.05 power 5? Tell me. 1.27628, no? I apply whole root. 1.12972, right? So just write it as 1.1297 minus 1 into 2000. So now the answer became 259.4. So like that, if you keep on changing the decimals, I'll tell you 1.05 whole power 5, no? 1.2762. So under root 1.12972. Let me take it as 1.13 instead of 1.1297. Let me take it as 1.13 minus 1 into 2000. Now my answer changed to how much, guys? 260. So nothing to worry about those decimal changes, guys. I'll tell you why. Chinna differences gurinchi you need not worry because, guys, so maybe I say answer correct emo, mana answer wrong emo. Like that, there's no need to feel because, guys, look at this. I'm writing a very small figure, 0.0001. Such a simple value, right? Now this one, 0.0002. వీళ్ళిద్దరికి difference ఎంత? 0.0001. Am I correct? Let me multiply because my principles are huge. I'm multiplying it with 1 lakh. Now this one also I'm multiplying with 1 lakh. Take your calculator and perform the calculation. 1 lakh into 0.0001. I got 10. And this one, 20. So try to observe this one. It is a difference of 0.0001. As a result, మీకు ఆన్సర్ చేంజ్ ఎంత వచ్చింది? 10 difference వచ్చింది. So try to understand this difference at this stage, these kind of differences you need not worry. Getting a difference of 1 or 2 doesn't matters. పెద్ద ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు. So remember, don't expect a perfect answer in the final exam. That is why I have chosen this MCQ. So anta perfect answer రావడానికి ఛాన్స్ లేదు, because we are using a calculator which is having 12 digits with us. So if the examiner performed the calculation with the help of a 3-digit calculator, I mean to say computer calculator which is approximated to 3 digits, you will definitely get a difference. మీకు వాళ్ళకి చాలా difference వస్తుంది. So you need not worry about those differences. What I wish to convey is, use your calculator fullest. ఉన్నంత వరకు మీ calculator use చేయండి and try to identify the option which is nearer to you. So guys, if I'm saying that it is 0.001, the answer is 100. Here the answer, if I'm saying that it is 0.002, the answer is 200. See, how much difference is there if the difference is at the third decimal place. Third place lo difference untene, ఒక్క point ki you got a difference of 100. So nothing to worry about these deviations, because sometimes they have taken the approximation to 4 digits. Sometimes they will take the approximation to 3 digits వరకే ఆపేస్తారు. కొంతమంది 4 digits తీసుకుంటారు, కొంతమంది 5 digits తీసుకుంటారు. So we can't assess them, no. So that is the reason why use your calculator to the fullest use చేయండి. కొంచెం చిన్న differences వస్తే దాన్ని పట్టించుకోవద్దు. You got 259 point something and the nearest answer is somehow nearby, no. 259 కి దగ్గరలో ఉన్న ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? ఆప్షన్ సి. మేడం ఆప్షన్ డి నన్ను ఉంది కదా, నథింగ్ టు వరీ అబౌట్ దాట్. సో కీప్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ విచ్ ఇస్ వెరీ మచ్ నియరర్ టు యూ. మీకు దగ్గరలో ఉన్న ఆన్సర్ పెట్టేయండి. క్లియర్ గైస్? సో నౌ లుక్ ఎట్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. A sum of money becomes 6,500 after 3 years and 10,562.5 after 6 years on compound interest. The sum is. Why I have chosen this question is, I've already given you the shortcut that is related to this kind of question while I was explaining a simple interest. Meeku simple interest చెప్పేటప్పుడు whenever you come across two amounts, రెండు amounts వస్తే, I gave you a shortcut, I gave you a trick. Do you remember that? Yes. Option verification is not possible because here we are given with amounts. Amount formula ఏంటి? A equals to P into 1 plus I whole power n. Amount is there in the question. Time duration is there in the question. Rate of interest and principal must be covered, but principal is there in the options. Rate of interest is not covered. Ante in naluguru cover aitene option verification kudurutundi, but here A is covered, N is covered, P is covered. Who is not covered? I. That is the reason why I'm not going towards option verification. Of course, option verification is not possible also. Got it? So what I recommend you is to solve this question. So to solve this question, I gave you a simple shortcut. ఎప్పుడైనా మీకు 2 amounts వస్తే, the best way is calculation of ratio of amounts. So he is getting 6,500 after 3 years and 10,562.5 after 6 years. See guys, how I am solving this question. So P into 1 plus I whole power 6 is given to you. P into 1 plus I whole cube is given to you. Amount after 6 years is P into 1 plus I whole cube whole power 6. Amount after 3 years is this one. And I already told you to calculate the ratio. Ratio చేయమని చెప్పాను. 10,562.5 by 6,500, right? Yeah. Guys, now this has to be the last step that is written on the paper. ఇంతకు మించి మీరు ఒక్క ముక్క కూడా పేపర్ మీద రాయడానికి లేదు. You have to use your calculator. How do? So guys, look at left hand side. Who are going to be cancelled? P. Yeah, let me cancel P and P. In my brain, I felt that I have cancelled P and P. So 1 plus I whole power 6 is here, 1 plus I whole cube here. If I take this 1 plus I whole power 3 to the numerator, it will become A power m into A power minus n, right? Or else A power m by A power n means A power m minus n means how much? Yeah, what I'm going to calculate is 1 plus I whole cube. That's what I'll keep in my mind. నేను అదొక్కటి మాత్రమే గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటాను. So take your calculator and tell me how much is this. 10,562.5. 10,562.5 by 6,500. I got 1.625 that I'll keep in mind that ఇది ఎవరి వాల్యూ అంటే 1 plus I whole cube value. So keep this value in your calculator. Don't erase everything. Keep that. ఇది ఎవరి value? 1.625 is the value of 1 plus I whole cube. Underline part value ena. So read out the denominator. ఒకసారి denominator చదవండి. P into 1 plus I whole cube equal to 6500. This 1 plus I whole cube value according to my calculator is 1.625. ఇది left side multiply చేస్తుంది. Right side వెళ్తే డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది. మీన్స్ ఇన్వర్సే కదా అవుతుంది. ఇన్వర్స్ కోసం మేడం ఒక క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చెప్పారే. యా, డివైడెడ్ బై ఈక్వల్స్ టు యూజ్ దాట్ 1.625 divided by equals to I got 0.61538. 1.625 is already there with me, no? అది అలానే ఉంచి divided by equal to చేశాను. Guys, look at this. I will explain it, but use your calculator only. P into you have 1.625 equal to 6500. Don't write it on the paper. So this 1.625, if it comes to right side, it will become 1.625 inverse. So I told you have to calculate inverse by using your calculator directly. So చెప్పాను inverse చేయాలి అంటే divided by equal to చేసాం. Into that one is multiplied with what? 6500 into 6500. The answer is 3999.99, which is 4000. So what I wish to convey is, if you know the formula and if you know the logic, there is nothing that is to be written on the paper. Might be 1 or 2 steps. ఒక స్టెప్ 2 స్టెప్లు అంతకు మించి రాసే పని లేదు. If you know the logic. The logic behind solving this question is, the logic inside in solving this question is, 2 amounts ఇస్తే రేషియో ఆఫ్ అమౌంట్స్ ఏ షార్టెస్ట్ మెథడ్. మీరు ఇంకేది చేసినా అది పెద్దదే వస్తుంది. సో రేషియో ఆఫ్ అమౌంట్స్ చేయండి, యూ విల్ గెట్ 1 plus I whole cube. అది క్యాలిక్యులేటర్లోనే ఉంచండి. దిస్ 1 plus I whole cube is multiplying at the left side. దాన్ని రైట్ సైడ్ తీసుకెళ్తే డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఆ డివిజన్ని మనం ఇన్వర్స్ అంటాం. ఇన్వర్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కోసం యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ డివైడెడ్ బై ఈక్వల్ టు. మీన్స్ వాట్ ఐమ్ ఐ డూయింగ్? ఐమ్ డూయింగ్ 10,562.5 by 6500 అని చేస్తున్నాను. నాకు దాని ఆన్సర్ ఎంత వచ్చింది? 6500 వచ్చింది. సారీ, 1.625 వచ్చింది. సో ఐ గాట్ P into 1.625 equal to 6500. నాకు ఇది యాక్చువల్గా ఉంది. వాట్ ఆమ్ ఐ డూయింగ్? ఐమ్ టేకింగ్ దిస్ 1.625 fellow to the right side. వాడు రైట్ సైడ్కి వెళ్తే ఏమైపోతాడు? ఇన్వర్స్. 1.625 ఇన్వర్స్. Have to calculate 1.625 inverse. 1.625 is already there in my calculator. Inverse చేయడం కోసం just divided by equal to చేస్తాను. 1.625 divided by equals to into 6500. So I'll be getting my principal. So nothing that is to be written on the paper. You need not write 10 or 15 steps or 4 or 5 steps. It's about usage of formula. If you keep your formula in your brain, is exactly one step. Exactly one step. That's it. So let me show you the next question. Next question is, look at 69. Yeah, this is where I want to give clarity to you guys. Whenever compounding is done half yearly or quarterly or monthly, you replace n equals to 2t, n equals to 4t. So guys, I must tell you one thing. Whenever the compounding is done half yearly, you will write n equals to 2t. Remember guys, t is the time in years. 2t is the number of half years. Please do remember. 2t అనేది number of years కాదు, 2t అనేది number of half years. Got it? అలాగే if the compounding is done quarterly, you will replace n equal to 4t. t is the time in years, 4t is the time in quarters. Now look at 69. How long will 12,000 take to amount to 14,000 at 5% per annum compounded quarterly? Since the compounding is done quarterly, I should be replaced by r by 400, which is 0.0125. n equals to 4t. Am I correct? So let me write n equal to 4t. Now guys, please have a look at the options. Here most of the people will do n and they will write n equal to 12.4 years. Yeah, they will write n equals to 12.4 years. n equal to 4t. 4t is the number of quarters. t is the number of years. t is the number of years. 4t is the number of quarters. Now 12,000 is the principal and 14,000 is the amount. Amount equals to P into 1 plus I means 1.0125 whole power 40. What will you do? You need to take this 12,000 to the left side. So 14,000 by 12,000. Calculate 14,000 by 12,000. 14,000 by 12,000 is equals to 1.6 bar. 1.16 bar. And according to the question, what is 1.16 bar? 1.0125 whole power 12.5. So try to understand one thing. The base at left side is 1.0125 and the base at right side is also 1.0125. But here you must be very much careful about the powers. What is the left side power? 12.4. What is the right side power? 40. So 40 value is 12.4. Remember, 40 is the number of quarters. But look at the options. All the options are expressed in terms of years. మీకున్న ఆప్షన్స్ అన్ని ఇయర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. 40 అంటే number of quarters, 2t అంటే number of half years. So like the 12t అంటే number of months, 365t means number of days. But our target is to calculate the number of years. Look at the options. అన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ కూడా ఇయర్సే ఉన్నాయి. సో మనం చేయాల్సింది ఇయర్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కానీ క్వార్టర్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కాదు. Generally, students will copy the power and they will say that the answer is the power. That is the regular thing that everybody do. So general ga power choosestaru. Yes, answer power lo 12.4 icharu kabatti answer 12.4 antaru, but not. That 12.4 is the value of whom? 40. Then what is t? T equals to 3.1 years. Remember, t represents the time in years, 40 represents the time in quarters. Okay, so now look at the next question. A certain sum of money doubles itself in how many years? 4 years at simple interest or compound interest? Compound interest. So please note one point. Doubles itself in how many years? 4 years, right? So in how many years it will become 32 times? So guys, keep the number of years that will double itself in your brain. And how many times it should be? 32. 32 means 2 power how much? 5. Just your answer is this number of years into the power. How many years? 4 into 5. So the answer is 20 years. So guys, look at this. A certain sum of money doubles itself in how many years? 5 years. Keep that one in mind. In how many years it will amount to 16 times? 16 times means 2 power how much? 4. So your answer is power 4 into the number of years. 4 into 5. That's what your answer is. Clear? Now let me show you the next question. So yeah, months calculation is required, guys. I'll tell you months calculation elaborately. So look at this. In dash years, a sum will double at 5% compound interest. A sum will double. Guys, while explaining simple interest also, I told you, a sum double, right? So sum double means amount equals to 2p. This is the only thing that I'll write. Amount formula is p into 1 plus I. Rate of interest is 5%, no? So 1.05 whole power n equals to 2p. Who are going to be cancelled on both sides? P and p. Guys, make sure that 1.05 is entered into your calculator at first step only, at 0th step. 1.05. After entering 1.05, the number of steps became 1. So enter into equals to till you get a nearest value to 2. But remember, your answer should not exceed 2. 2 ni cross చేయకూడదు. 2 కన్నా చిన్న నంబర్ వస్తే సరిపోతుంది నాకు. 2 ని క్రాస్ చేస్తే నేను అది తీసుకోను. 1.9799 accepted. But if you enter equals to for one more time, it is 2.07. 2 ని క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు. 2 కన్నా చిన్న నంబర్ ఉండాలి. సో 2కి దగ్గరగా ఉంటే సరిపోతుంది. దాన్ని 2 క్రాస్ చేస్తే నాకు అది ఆన్సర్ కాదు. సో కీప్ 1.9799 ఇన్ యువర్ బ్రెయిన్. ఇది మీకు దగ్గరలో ఉన్న వాల్యూ. ఇది క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు. సో టెల్ మీ హౌ మెనీ స్టెప్స్ ఇట్ ఇస్ హ్యాపెన్? 15 steps means how many years? Yeah, what is the power? 14. So the number of years are 14. So guys, if you are able to understand this, 80% of the questions that are related to years calculation will be done. 14 years కానీ 14 years కి మనకి ఆన్సర్ ఎంత వచ్చింది అంటే 1.9799, బట్ వీ నీడ్ టు గెట్ 2. 2 అయితే రావట్లేదు కదా. So guys, remember, compounding means adding interest to the principal after the completion of a year or after the completion of a period. ఈ మధ్యలో ఇయర్ మధ్యలో చేసేదంతా కూడా ఏ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అంటే సింపుల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. దానికోసం మీకు n క్యాలిక్యులేషన్కి విల్ గివ్ యూ అ షార్ట్ కట్ దట్ ఈస్ బేస్డ్ అపాన్ ఆప్షన్ వెరిఫికేషన్. సో యూ గాట్ 14, 1.05 పవర్ 14 చేసుకొని దెన్ దెర్ విల్ బి మంత్స్. ఫర్ మంత్స్ 1 ప్లస్ simple interest formula P into 1 plus TR by 100 is there, no? Use that. అది యూజ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. 1 plus months calculation according to option A, it is 15 years 3 months eliminated, 15 years 2 months eliminated. Either 14 years 2 months or 14 years 3 months ఏ ఉండాలి. సో 2 months అంటే write it as 2 by 12 into rate of interest is what percentage నానా 5 by 100. సో మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇది క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి పెట్టుకోండి. 1.05 పవర్ 4 విచ్ ఇస్ 1.9799315 ఇది చేసి పెట్టుకొని నౌ ప్లీజ్ పర్ఫార్మ్ ద వాల్యూ దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్సైడ్ ఆఫ్ బ్రాకెట్. బ్రాకెట్లో ఉన్నది ఫస్ట్ చేయండి. ఇలా చేసేటప్పుడు మీతో ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను, పర్ఫార్మ్ ద కాంప్లెక్స్ పార్ట్. 2 into 5 చేయండి. 2 into 5 గైస్ బై 1200. నో, ఇది ఎలా చేస్తారంటే మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ విల్ డూ బై 12 into 100. అలా చేయకూడదమ్మా. While performing anything in the denominator లో 2 or more parts ఉన్నప్పుడు 2 divided by and then divided by means 2 into 5 చేయండి. How much? 10 divided by 12 and then divided by 100. So most of the students will do by 12 into 100. It's not into 100. If it is into 100 mean that 100 will be transposed to numerator. So calculator language అది కాదు. ఏం చేస్తారు అంటే 2 into 5 512 by 100. Next plus 1 into 1.9799315 into 1.9799315. So I got 1.99. Got it? So I have already told you your answer must not exceed 2. 2 cross అయితే నేను ఒప్పుకోను. ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను అంటే if it is option C, it is 3 months. No, look at this. Let me calculate 3 by 12. 3 by 12 by 100 plus 1 into 1.9799315. The answer is, just a moment guys, 3 into 5 by 1200 plus 1 into 1.9799315. The answer is 2.00. I have already told you your answer should not exceed 2. It is like 1.999. If it is 2 means it should be like 2.000. But I got 2.004. It is exceeding for 2. Okay, my answer should be nearer to 2 but it should not exceed 2. So ఏం చేస్తారు అంటే నియరర్ పవర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆపేయండి, దాన్నే ఇయర్స్ తీసుకోండి. అండ్ దెన్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఎలిమినేట్ సమ్ ఆప్షన్స్. ఇక్కడ మాకు 15 అనే ఆప్షన్ ఎలిమినేట్ అయింది బికాస్ నాకు 14th పవరే నియర్ బై వచ్చింది. 15th పవర్ 2 క్రాస్ అయిపోతుంది. సో కీప్ 14 యాజ్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇయర్స్ ఇన్ యువర్ మైండ్. 14 అనేదే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇయర్స్. ఇప్పుడు 14 years 2 months 3 months ఆప్షన్ వెరిఫికేషన్ చేసుకోండి. చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ పవర్ 14 ఏదైతే ఉందో అది రాసి పెట్టుకోండి. ఇంటూ సింపుల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఫార్ములా P of 1 plus TR by 100. టైమ్ డ్యూరేషన్ ఈజ్ ఐదర్ 3 months or 2 months. నేను 2 months చేస్తే ఐ గాట్ 1.99. కానీ ఇఫ్ ఐ పర్ఫార్మ్ 3 months ఐ గాట్ 2.004. ఇట్ ఈస్ మోర్ దాన్ 2. దట్ ఈస్ వై ఐ విల్ నాట్ యాక్సెప్ట్ 3 months. ఐ యాక్సెప్ట్ 2 months. సో అదొక్కటే చూసుకోండి. నియర్ బై వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆపేయండి. ఆ ఆపేసిందే నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇయర్స్ కింద తీసుకోండి. మంత్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ కోసం సింపుల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ వాడండి. దట్స్ ఇట్. సో లెట్ మీ షో యూ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. A sum of money is lent at compound interest at the rate of 20% for 2 years. It would fetch 482 more if the interest is compounded half yearly. అంటే మీరు హాఫ్ ఇయర్లీ ఇస్తే ఇయర్లీ కన్నా మీకు 482 ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది. So guys, look at this. I'm writing half yearly interest first because half yearly interest is more, no? So 20% half yearly means it will be 10. So 0.1 plus 1, 1.1. For 2 years means it will become 4 minus 1. This is half yearly interest minus yearly interest is P of 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 and the answer is 482. Now I need the answer in single step. Naku P value single step lo kavali. Guys, listen to me. First of all, perform 1.1 whole power 4. 1.1 whole power 4 cheyandi. 1.1 whole power 4. I got 1.4641. Next, perform minus 1. Minus 1 cheyandi. How much? 0.4641. Guys, listen to me. Keep your P in your mind. The symbol before P. A symbol ledu ante A symbol undadu. Plus. That's why you use M plus. Got it? Don't enter M plus for 2 or 3 times. 2 times M plus anagane calculator lo a number 2 times add avutundi. Don't do that. Okay. Now, please calculate 1.2 whole square. Next, minus 1. Chesara? It is 0.44. దీని ముందు సింబల్ ఏంట్రా అంటే, just a moment guys. The symbol before this one is what? Minus. That's why I'm using M minus MRC. I got 0.0241. So, నాకు ఇక్కడ ఏముంది అంటే I'll tell you. I got P into 0.0241 equals to 482. నేను ఇది రాయను. I know that this is multiplying here. If I take it to the right side, దాన్ని రైట్ సైడ్ తీసుకెళ్తే ఏమవుతుంది? ఇన్వర్స్. ఇన్వర్స్ ఎలా చేయాలి? డివైడెడ్ బై ఈక్వల్స్ టు చేయాలి. ఇంటూ రైట్ సైడ్ ఇంకేముంది? 482. So tell me the final answer. I got 19,999.9 bar, which is considered as 20,000. How much answer I got? 20,000. Try to understand that. So 19,999, which is considered as 20,000, and that is available at option C. So it's all about understanding the calculation process. If the left side value goes to right side, it will become inverse. That inverse calculation can be done in a very easy manner. Now look at 84 also guys. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a certain sum of money invested for 3 years at 6% per annum is 110.16. Then the sum is, see how many references it has, right? So more references are there. So guys, it's up to you. If you know the formula for difference between CA and SI, use that formula, or else there's nothing to worry. So you know the formula for simple interest and you know the formula for compound interest, right? So just write down the simple interest formula and compound interest formula separately, and then write down the answer. That's very easy. Okay, I'll tell you how. Compound interest formula is P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Simple interest formula is PTR by 100. And the difference is how much according to him? The difference is 110.16. 110.16. Now let's go for direct calculation. I don't want any other formula like P of IQ plus 3I square. If you know that, use that. Or else simply, right? So I'll show you both, Nana. So rate of interest in both the cases is what percentage? 6%, and time duration 3 years. So guys, R is 6. Then what is I? 0.06 plus 1. 1.06 whole power n means whole cube. Do that. 1.06 whole cube. Have you? Minus 1. Okay. 0.19106. 1016, sorry. The symbol behind it is plus. So that's why I'm using M plus. Now, I don't know P. Forget about P. Time duration is 3 years. Rate of interest is 6%. 3 into 6 by 100. The symbol before it is minus. So that's why I'm using M minus MRC. This is what I got, 0.011016. So what I have is P into 0.011016 is 110.16. I don't know all these things. So this fellow should go to right side so that it will become inverse. Inverse calculation means divided by equals to into 110.16. That's what I know. Let me do that. So what's my answer? 9,999.9 bar, which is 10,000. So I got P as 10,000. This is one way. Or else, if you are aware of compound interest difference, simple interest difference, which is P of I cube plus 3I square, and that is equals to 110.16. Here also I should perform the calculation by using only one step. I don't want to deviate my solution. I just wanted to perform the calculation by using only one step. So guys, you know that I equal to 0.06, no? So please perform I cube, means 0.06 whole cube. Okay, M plus, because the symbol before I cube is plus only, right? Now calculate I square, which means 0.06 whole square, into how much is there? 3 into 3 m plus. Have you? So total value is done now. Now use MRC. This value is multiplying here, no? If I take it to the right side, inverse. So perform divided by equals to into 110.16. The same answer, 9999.99. It's up to you. If you know the shortest formula of calculating the difference between SI and CI, you can go ahead. Or else, don't worry. Just write down the formula for compound interest and write down the formula for simple interest. All that I'm using is m plus m minus divided by equals to into. That's what I'm doing. Inverse calculation needs divided by equals to. That's it. So that is what about question number 84, guys. So maybe even if it is 4 years, look at this. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum of 10,000. 10,000 into rate of interest 10% for 4 years. This is what compound interest, and simple interest is P into time duration 4 years, rate of interest 10 by 100. Use your calculator, guys. Calculate 1.1 whole power 4 first. 1.1 whole power 4, 1.4641 minus 1 into 10,000. So the symbol behind it is plus, so that's why I'm using m plus. Next, 10,000 into 4 into 10 by 100 m minus, because the symbol behind it is minus. So MRC, I got my answer as 641. See, if you know the formula, the calculations are quite easier. Please try to understand that. The calculations are quite easier if you know the formula. So don't worry about the length of the solution. If you know the formula, the length of the solution, for every question, length is only 1 line. Not more than that, not less than that. Every time the length is only 1 line. Try to understand that. So there's no other thing that is left here. So all that you need to do is remember your formula. Keep your formula in your brain. So if you want substitution, do one step. Use your calculator. Maximum of 1 step when it comes to compound interest. Of course, if it is simple interest, I need to write 1 or 2 steps. But compound interest vachesariki, writing the formula and then writing the answer. If you use your calculator, it takes only 1 or 2 steps. Maximum is the second step. So whether it is difference between CI and SI or present value or future value, whatever it is only 1 or 2 steps. If you know how to calculate inverse, have to calculate power. So if there are more than multiple calculations are there, means use m plus m minus. So many calculations are at the left side part, means use m plus m minus and complete the calculation, use MRC and then take them to the right side by using divided by equals to symbol. So that is what we have learned in this video, guys. So inverse calculation, of course, inverse calculation, of course, power calculation. Taking that power to the right side is also very important, because the coming questions are all future value of annuity or present value of annuity calculations are completely dependent upon that, right? Yeah. So that's what about compound interest, guys.